We are working on the shared calendar app in Angular. We started this quite a while ago, and we've been chipping away at it. The most current thing or most recent thing that we've been working on is adding Swiper.js to these timers here. We still got a few kinks to work out, and so we're going to be working on that today. The first, most obvious
Yep.
one is these carousels seem to be tied to each other.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, and so from previous experience with Swiper, I seem to recall that we had to do something to make it so you could have multiple swipers in a component.
Hmm.
But I don't remember what that was. So
Okay.
we're gonna have to kind of figure it out and or Google it.
There. Should we look at the options first, maybe?
Sure.
So I think in like time selector TS. Oh, okay.
Oh, yep.
Okay, that works too.
Okay.
I was going to say in here you just do the code insight just to see what options are available.
Sure. Um, well, can we? Because it doesn't know that this is like a. Oh, is it this?
Should.
Okay.
All right. So that's a lot of stuff to look through.
Yeah. Let me just Google it, actually.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. My audio's on, right?
Yep.
Okay. I guess it would have to be because otherwise you couldn't hear me, right?
All right, let's see. So they need different class names,
Really?
maybe?
Hmm. Now, is this particular to just Swiper.js, or
Yeah.
do we need to look at the
The
Angular?
wrapper. Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Um, oops.
So who actually has, like, who owns the Swiper wrapper that we're using? It's NGX Swiper wrapper, right?
Let me see.
Because I'm on Zapoy's
Yeah,
GitHub
ngx
page.
dash swiper dash what wrapper?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm on GitHub Zafoy, ZE Foy.
Okay.
Uh, actually, let me just link it to you in.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, this thing, right?
There's actually an issue about multiple swiper components. I'm just kind
Okay.
of paging through it yet. I don't know if there's an answer yet, though.
Okay.
I'll paste in uh, the Twitch chat, except I can't. What the heck? Okay, I will paste. Excuse me. I'll paste it in Discord.
Okay. Hold on. It opened in Firefox.
Technology. Okay, so wait. Oh, I don't think that's right. This guy's saying use set index. I wonder, is this even what we?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this is it.
Nope.
Okay. Um. So the config, is it that we need a separate config object for each one?
Um, I mean, we can try. Although
I mean, there's
maybe.
there's not a lot on it, but maybe it adds other stuff like the DOM element that it's attached to or something like that. I don't know.
Well, wouldn't it be like a brand new component for each swiper instance, or
You'd
no?
think so, but I'm not sure.
Hmm. So how would we do this then? How do you create a new config?
We would just have like um, have a config for this one, have one for this one, and this one, this one, and this one. So we'd have 6 different configs. That'd be like a
Okay.
start time hour config, start time minute config.
Oh
Yeah.
god, that's
Um,
nasty.
but we could try it just to see if it works, and then maybe we can figure out a better way to do it. So what I'm gonna do, maybe I'll just start with like 2 or 3 of them. I'll just go like this.
Well, okay, so right now the time selector component that renders the hour, minutes, and AM, PM, and those are
Right.
independent of each other, right?
What do you mean?
So they're so when you scroll the hours, the minutes don't
They
scroll.
do.
It seems like it's the minutes. Both minutes are tied together,
Yeah.
and both hours are tied together.
I, the weird thing is, I thought it was also
I
going right
feel like
across before it as well, but maybe
like
not.
I did see the AM PM switch a little bit,
Hmm.
but it isn't all the time. And I swear, like last stream, this was all working fine.
No, it was definitely wonky
It
there too.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so maybe it's not that problem. Maybe it is in our code. Change time.
Hmm. Like, do we have the start time and end time duplicated?
So we
Maybe.
have index type hour. I think, yeah, both elements are triggering change time. So there is index change.
Okay.
It's like triggering index change for like both the hour ones at the same time for some reason.
Okay. Which, well, I would have thought that because this is a component, uh, an instance of the time selector component, even though we have two instances,
Yeah.
that function should only be invoked on the instance that it references. So it shouldn't be invoked on both of them. So
I think what's happening is okay, I'm doing this by mousing or using the mouse wheel,
mhm.
and there's like some like CSS selector, like some event that says basically when you mouse wheel on top of this class or something, then it triggers it like is manually executing change time or something like
Okay.
that.
So if you click and drag, is it changing it? No. So it's only on the mouse wheel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or oh, here we go. And then when
Oh,
I use the arrow
the
keys,
arrows.
it has no idea what to do.
Okay.
It's basically doing every single one with the arrow keys because it doesn't know. I guess it makes sense. There's nothing to say like, I'm hovering over this one, so just do this one. So
Right.
maybe the solution actually is just to disable arrow keys.
And the mouse wheel.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Although this doesn't work either.
Yeah. What the
Yeah, actually.
heck? uh, are are we sure that it's start time and end time, and we didn't accidentally copy paste and say
Oh,
start time, start time?
well, they're not the same values, are they? Oh, are they the same values? Did we do that?
I don't know.
Uh,
Add event dialog.
oh yeah. Here it is. Start date, end date.
Too bad. I thought we had it.
Yeah.
Well,
Um, we put some console logging in here. So if
Yeah.
I, what the hell just happened? Why am I inspecting? That's weird. Yeah, I can't change them independently of each other. I guess I could set it. Here, maybe I'll do this. I'll go into here and add event dialog. Where is the component that, oh, it's calendar component. Okay.
Oops.
So when we click on a day, so we pop this open, start date and end date are, oh, it's passed in. Okay, so, okay. Oh, we're passing in the same date for both. Oh, do we need to
This is,
copy this? It could still be the same exact date.
yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah,
This,
okay.
this is when you create a new one,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
So I think,
Yeah, because date is a moment object, if I'm not mistaken.
right. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll just actually do
You just,
this, moment it.
yep.
I'm not sure if it,
Oh,
okay. Ah, okay.
that's better.
All right.
At
Well, I
least we
guess
know
there,
our data binding works.
yeah. And at least there isn't an issue, like an unresolvable issue with Swiper.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
awesome.
then you can use the mouse wheel and everything too?
Yeah, the mouse wheel's like wicked slow though. I would not use
Oh,
this.
no.
This is still not working, but I don't see how it could.
Right, because it doesn't know what, uh,
What
like
I'm on,
which
like
one.
covering or
Yeah.
whatever. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn that off.
Okay.
Um, Keyboard false. I'm gonna leave mouse wheel on even though it sucks because it at least works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Honestly though, this isn't like a great interface.
No, it isn't. But I mean, I feel like we'd be backtracking if we undid it, went
Yeah.
back to the drop down.
Is
And
there
I think it looks fine.
is there a setting for the number of clicks that um I like go through when I mouse wheel? Because if this was faster,
Oh,
it'd be okay.
maybe.
So in here,
But usually, like if you use the mouse wheel, don't you want to be like have like precision?
um, I mean it can be precise too, but like on my mouse wheel right now,
Yeah.
um, this is one click right here. It's moving one click, which
Yeah.
is fine. But
Mhm.
this is like 15 clicks, and it's still just moving one at a time.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that does suck.
So and also, if it rotated around, that'd be good too.
Yep.
I wonder what free mode is. Free mode momentum. Ooh.
So I think free mode is where it doesn't lock to
Okay.
the next value.
I see.
Which I think we want that.
Yeah. Well, there's free mode momentum bounce. Free mode sticky.
Hmm. And you could try turning it on. I mean, I could be wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Just go mouse wheel. Okay. We'll just throw it on and see what happens.
Sure.
Okay. So
Is it better?
it is a little better actually. Yeah.
So
It's
you're
it.
using the wheel right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks fine.
It's a little bit jerky though.
Hmm.
Is it executing um change index like a billion times? Is that why it's
It's
jerky?
a good question. Looks like you have indentation issue there.
Yeah, I do
All right.
actually.
Mhm. Yeah. Wow.
Okay. So that's probably why it's jerky. Um, that sucks. Okay, so what else was there? There
Hey,
was
do you want to try commenting all that stuff out and just make sure that that is the case? And it
commenting
probably is.
all this
All the
stuff.
stuff in
Okay.
change time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I'll leave the console log for giggles.
Sure.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So if
So
I
is
can,
there with the change index, like, do you want change index, or is there like another one where it's like change on final, like where like change on end or something like that?
yeah, change index isn't here. There's
Slide
slide
change.
change. It's weird that change index isn't on here.
Oh wow, look at all these things.
Slide change transition end.
Could try that one.
Okay. Yeah, that's doing it.
It
So I
is,
can, yep, I can do this willy nilly and then it,
but it doesn't. It didn't call it. Oh, now it did. Okay. So does it actually lock to the value, like the number? Or like can you scroll like right in the middle? Yeah. It looks like you're scrolling right in the middle.
yeah, I can scroll right in the middle, I think. It has momentum. Yeah, and this isn't super consistent either.
Yeah.
Um, hmm. Well, I mean, there's other values we can tweak.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's also slide changed. What was that? Slide change. Okay, so this executes constantly.
So it's just like the index change.
Yeah. Um, scroll drag end.
Scroll drag end. Hmm. Yeah, like all the I'm looking at the documentation and like everything, it looks like it's before transitions or there's no like once it's done,
Hmm.
which you would think that there would be.
Yeah. Okay. So I.
And there is reach end, but it says when it reaches the last slide.
Uh huh.
So I don't know if that means the last slide in the movement or the inertial movement, or if it's the last slide in the list.
Wait for transition. Autoplay. Oh, there's sensitivity for swiper mouse wheel interface.
Hmm.
I don't know where you use this though.
Right. I feel like there's a lot of options here.
Yeah. Free mode momentum, momentum ratio, velocity ratio, momentum bounce, bounce ratio, velocity, free mode sticky. What's that? Oh, we probably want that. That sounds real good.
Yeah.
Oops. It's actually really hard to get it to stop where I want it because it like has
Yeah.
momentum.
It seems.
Too momentumy.
Yeah.
But I mean the momentum is a variable, so
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like we're playing around with the values a bit too much.
mhm.
Like I was hoping that we would just need like a small set of configuration
There we go.
options to get it.
I think this is what we want.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I turned off momentum,
Okay.
so now I can stop it wherever basically.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That seems not bad. Let's see if it's still. Oh wait, we gotta um, index change. So it's still gonna be spamming this, I'm sure. Yeah. Maybe we just put a debounce on it and then call it good.
Sure.
Okay. I'm just gonna get rid of these. I
And
don't think we
then
need
did
them.
we want to loop it or no?
Oh yeah, we do. Yep. Oopsies. Okay, so looping wasn't working, right? Because we had.
Yeah, I thought we had tried it before, but that just didn't work for whatever reason. Hmm.
Um, Google always knows. So we have slides per view 3. I think they're saying slides per view 1. Or more than one might not be compatible
Oh,
with
really?
looping. I don't know. It's still not looping.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oopsies. Per column.
Nope. So this guy is saying you got to set the looped slides equal to or greater than the amount of slides that you have.
Looped slides.
Yeah, it's part of the config. So if that's the case,
It's a number.
yeah. So
Okay.
do
So then we need a
12
separate config for each one.
potentially. We could try 12. to start with, and then we'll see if that gets the hours going. No, of course not.
Let me get rid of this.
The heck? Like,
It's janky
just
because of all this. We haven't
oh,
debounced
really?
it
Oh, okay.
yet.
So you have loop true and looped slides is 12.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I also have slides per view 3.
Yep.
Is it possible some of these other options aren't compatible?
Maybe you can try it. Do you want to try commenting out direction? Like, I wonder if it's a horizontal only thing.
Hmm.
I hope not, but no. Okay.
So the slides per group is for when you're doing pages, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Slides per group or slides per view?
slides per group.
Because we used slides per view.
Yeah, I know, but
Okay.
I want to say hmm. Did you say the number of looped slides has to be greater than the number of total slides?
Greater than or equal to.
Okay. Hmm.
Hmm.
I don't remember having to use looped slides for at work.
Did you actually have a loop?
Yeah.
Huh. When was this? This
Um.
wasn't for our project, was it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I used Swiper for the book carousels, and Tom used it for title details.
Hmm. But those end. Like, they don't loop around, do they?
Yeah, they do.
Why don't I remember this?
I don't know. You don't pay attention, I guess.
I guess not. Hmm.
Additional slides. Oh, it's a number. Hmm.
Well, I mean, we could just kind of go with what we got
Mm-hmm.
and then move on to something else. Or do you want to try to figure this out?
Let's do something else, and then we can come back to this.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we got a working thing. Oh, we needed to debounce this thing.
Yep. Okay.
So, I believe we can do that with observables. I'm just gonna delete this.
Yep. That's fine. It's been a while since I've actually used debounce. I feel like we had those all over the code at one point, but then we kind of got rid of them.
I think we only have a couple.
Okay.
Um, Okay, so ultimately we're calling this dot date dot set. Oh, we're doing it a bunch of different places. Okay. Um, so what
Should
we
we just should we debounce change time, you think?
I want to say no because if I change this one and then immediately change this one,
Hmm.
if I debounce it, won't it ignore the first one? Or it'll ignore the second one or one of them.
Oh yeah, you're right. So we need to debounce the individual case.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So what I'm thinking maybe we want to do is have a function for each one, even though that kind of sucks. Um,
Okay.
and then we I forget exactly how to do it, but we do it with an observable.
Okay.
Um,
And what package provides debounce? Is it RxJS?
yeah.
Okay.
So, oopsies. Okay. Okay.
So we can't just wrap the code with a debounce function.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how exactly we do that. So they're doing it with a click event from event. Click. So they're saying they're calling from event from RxJS. They're passing in document and then the click event that happens on document. I wonder if we just like wrap this in an of, turn it into an observable.
Okay.
So let's try this.
Hmm.
Our change event. And then clicks. So our, oopsies. Okay. And then wait, what? So debounce takes a function that returns.
That returns the interval.
Is that
This
actually
is
what
weird.
it's
Like
doing?
I don't remember doing it this way. I feel like we did it a completely different way.
Okay. Well, let me just do what they do and just see what happens, I guess.
Sure.
So I'll just make it like 200 milliseconds. And then result.
So it looks like we're using something called debounce time.
Oh?
Yeah.
Oh, is that
So
also in
it's
RxJS?
still I think so.
I thought I saw that.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, I mean it's still
It's
all
exactly the
observable
same.
based.
Okay.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
So it's probably just the same as debounce with the
It's just
interval.
exactly. I mean,
Okay.
we can do it. It looks a little cleaner. Okay, so basically we're doing this. Oh, You come back over here. Okay. So how do I initially call this?
Let's see. So, okay. The way. Okay, so
Of oh, there it is.
gosh. So how do you feel about this? So I see what we're doing at work.
Uh-huh.
So I mean I can kind of describe to you what we're doing. Like I don't think that there's anything wrong with doing that, right?
True, but what we're gonna have to do is gonna be a little bit different. Cause
Think so?
yeah, cause at work we were triggering off of like a change event. Um, but here it's like kind of a change event, but we're like manually calling it.
Um, this one, for instance, is in the ng on init.
Oh, that's
So
when it's
it's
set up. Oh,
right.
right. So this actually happens up here, right?
Uh,
And then our change event we have to manually trigger somehow. So,
so we're using subject, not observable,
right, that makes sense.
and then with the subject, we do the whole like, uh, well,
Calling that
we
next on it.
no, we do subscribe to it, and the so we do like the subject dot pipe, and then we have the debounce time,
Uh-huh,
and then we subscribe
right? And then we
with
actually do the thing.
yeah.
Okay, so this is going to take a um, type in a string. Was this not a string?
Type should be a string. Oh no, it
Data
isn't
type.
a it. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, yeah, okay. Ugh.
Yeah, and the reason why it worked there was because
Because we
you're
have this
caching
switch.
it to hour. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we
So
know
you
it's going to be hour.
yeah, in this case, yes.
Okay, so then in order to trigger it, then we say this dot hour change event dot next, and we pass in index or type index.
You don't have to pass type in.
Oh, you're right. Index. So then this, we don't need this. Okay, so
Do you just want to do like this cleanup push?
yeah, pipe.
Yeah. Okay.
Is this?
Oh, wonder why we didn't do that.
I don't know.
Hmm. Oh,
Okay, so that might do what we want.
maybe.
Okay, so
No.
we need a couple more of these, huh?
Well, we could try it now and just make sure that it works.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, did you
Oh, I didn't
initialize?
initialize it.
Yeah. You want to initialize it on line 20? I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Just kind of keeps this cleaner, I guess.
Still called it 7 times.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Um, hmm.
So what's happening here? Oh, wait. Our console log is in here. Hold up.
Oh, yeah, it should be somewhere else. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's much better.
Cool.
Okay. So we'll do the same thing.
Yep. Don't forget. Don't forget to change the type.
Uh, type? You mean this?
Yeah, from observable.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Last one's gonna be a little different. Is it?
Yeah, it would be different. Minute change event.
Yep. Thank you. So for the last one,
You could just throw that in the subscribe, can't you? Or no?
so we're still current hour.
Like, just throw the whole thing in the subscribe, or no?
We could. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. It's hour? Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. All right. Okay. Let's see if that worked.
Okay.
Oh, let me put the console log back. Okay.
Good.
Nice. Beautiful.
Cool.
Okay. Cool. Got a little bit of bounce here. Save doesn't save on enter, but that's okay. Okay, so did we do this on purpose?
Do what on purpose?
Oh, okay. The AM PM doesn't work right? Because there was something weird with the logic where it like sets it to AM because the hour is always less than 12 or something like that.
Oh, right. So if it's PM, oh, what the heck was it?
Okay, so we changed the hour, but then the value of this, it takes the current hour and then it like refigures it out.
Okay.
So I feel like the answer is to make this somehow not change when the hour is updated.
Okay. So right, because if it, let's see, but that shouldn't matter, or does it? So if the hour changes,
I think this needs to be instead of like based on the hour, it needs to be like a set value of AM or PM, and then it gets updated when you only when you change this drop down. So like initially we figure out the AM PM from what comes in when you open the component.
Right. But like, if you're updating the hours, it should essentially be adding 12 to it if it's PM.
When you save, it shouldn't be doing it dynamically in the HTML for sure. Like this should just change the value of AM or PM.
Okay.
Um, but then in here we have to figure out what time to save
Oh,
down.
right. So okay. So when you set the hours, then it's setting it back to AM.
Yes, that's
Okay.
what's happening now because it's
Right.
recalculating this.
Yep.
So this needs to be um, just like AM PM basically. Actually, index it's got to be a number, right? So I mean, AM
Well,
PM can be a number. So AM
could
PM.
we? What if we do this back in time selector TS
Uh huh.
on 43? Couldn't we get the AM PM setting and add it to this dot hours index?
Hmm. Yep. I think what we need to do also is this.
So you want to set the initial value.
Right.
Okay, so if we do that, then I don't think we. Oh, yeah, we would still need to do that. But okay, so if we update the hour on line 45 to include the extra 12 hours if it's PM,
Hmm.
then I don't know that we need the property AM PM because that value should always be
Oh, I see. Um,
like it should always be legit. It should be valid.
okay. Yeah, so instead of setting hour just to be 1 through 12, it needs to figure out AM PM.
Right.
I see. Yeah. Hmm.
And it has to do it on the fly too. So basically, if let's see, so by default it's always AM. So and then once you change it to PM, then it should always be adding 12 to the hours. So then uh, before we set it, we need to get the hour again. So we basically need to do like 54 again. And then if it's still AM, then we're fine. Otherwise, uh, we had 12 hours if it's PM.
Hmm.
Is that
I feel like we're going to get into some sort of circular situation still,
okay?
where AM and PM is changing based on the hour, and the hour is changing based on AM and PM. Is that true?
So possibly because noon, so 12 o'clock noon should be PM,
Hmm.
but everything before that should be AM.
Right.
So if you're on 10 AM, it should say 10:00 AM. You switch down to 12, then it should say 12 PM. So that AM PM should automatically update. I think.
I feel like AM PM should only update when you change AM PM. It would be weird to me
Okay.
if, unless we had that circular, or like, unless we had essentially like a 24-hour clock, but instead of
Right.
24 hours, it would just be 1 through 12 and then 1 through 12 again.
Right.
In that scenario, then it would make sense where if you scroll past 12 all the way to
Mhm.
1, then it goes from AM to PM, or past 11, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
But since we only have 1 through 12, it doesn't make sense to be changing AM and PM when you're changing the hours.
Right.
So,
So should we? Okay. What if? What if? we rethink this and we get rid of the AM PM
Mhm.
setting and we change the dial to have 24 hours in it, but the label shows like 1 through 12. Or actually, I guess it would start at 12 and then go 1
But then how
through
would you know
to
which one's
11.
which?
Uh, so it should be in the order that you would think. Like it should be in its natural order. Then if
So
you
if it's on 7 p.m. but all it says is 7, how do you know it's on 7 p.m., not 7 a.m.?
so when you look at the time in the dial, it would show 7, and then there could be like a another like label off to the side. So like AM PM right now is a dial, but the dial goes away, but we'd still have AM PM
Oh, okay. It
there.
would just be a label that says either AM or PM.
Right.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, that could make sense.
Because
Um,
then I think we also get the natural order of the hours too. Like 12 a.m.
uh-huh.
is is midnight of the day.
Right. Okay. So, all right. I'm trying to see. So for the hours. Okay. So essentially, this array would be the value. So it'd be 1 through 24.
Yeah,
And then in here, we'd have some sort of transmogrification that turns anything greater than 12 into like subtract 12 from it, basically.
yeah. I mean, we could also just have like a label value array.
Sure, we could do that. Um, I kind of like just subtracting 12, maybe.
I don't know that we can do that
No?
because the label has to. So the value has to start at 0 and it has to go to 23, and then the label has to start at 12 and then go to 1.
Mm,
So I think it would
okay,
be easier just to have like hard coded static values.
okay. All right. Do you want to just have like a separate collection or a separate array of our labels, or do you want to like create some sort of object? What do you think would be best?
Whatever is easier.
Okay, let's just do
I
this then.
Yeah, it's fine.
So this needs to go from 0 to 23.
Yep.
All right.
And you could probably do the array from trick.
How do you set the starting? Does it start at 0 if you do this?
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Okay.
So then 24. Yep.
Okay, so
Oh,
then these are the labels. So it's going to go
yep.
12,
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, okay, right. Okay. So then this is going to be our labels
Yep.
index. Is index available to me?
Not yet. I think, don't you have to, oh, it might be dollar index? Or do you have to define, like in NG4, do you have to
Yeah,
say,
I think I do. I don't
I think
remember how.
it's, yeah, let I
Semicolon
equals
let I
input.
equals index. Okay. I'm lost. Okay.
I wonder though if you could just use index.
Maybe. Let's see what happens.
Sure.
Oopsies. Did I what how did I end up there? Did I close it? I think I just closed it. Okay. It's blowing up cause unexpected parens. Oh,
Yep.
okay. I'm assuming it didn't work probably because of the index. There's no values in here.
Yeah.
state. Oh yeah, this is wait.
Yeah, that needs to be
Hour of
the.
hours.
Yeah, so I think we do have to specify the
Oh.
index.
Okay.
And then, yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, what's happening here? Oh my gosh.
What is
Oh,
going
there's
on?
it's like looping itself because there's multiple bits of logic here. So this is always going to be oh shit.
Oh, right.
Um, this.
You can kill this whole swiper, 9 through 12.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to be an NGF basically.
Oh, yeah, so we could keep 10 and 11, right?
Yeah. Um, so less than 12 a.m. Right?
Yep. Hmm.
And then oh, less than 12 and greater than or equal to 12 is p.m.
Yes, you're right. Yeah. Line 11.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is there too many parens here? Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh, there's still some
Crap.
goofiness going on. Something is changing something. It's probably this.
Uh,
Yeah.
what is, I think I know what the issue is. So we
Um,
have date format hour minus 1.
hold on, let me
I
get rid
don't,
of this.
sure.
Okay, so
So if you go back to the HTML,
mhm.
so the index is date format H minus 1. So I think we don't want the minus 1 anymore, right?
Because now it's zero based.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. There you go.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, wait. Did it work?
it
Yeah, look
did,
at
but
that.
it's like jumping around.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Huh. That's weird. Oh, yeah. I know why. Because our code just sets the hour. And I don't think it cares about the AM PM. Right. So this hours. Oh,
It
no.
shouldn't set
Yeah.
hour.
So what is index then? Yeah, okay, I think I know the problem.
Hmm.
So I think we need a capital H, not a lower h, a little h in the template.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Oh, we're out of time. We're out of
Well, you can't have 12,
yeah, true.
right? Because then it's the next day.
So we have to scroll all the way down here.
Yeah.
Okay. It would be really nice if we could get it to eventually circle around.
Yeah, it would.
Okay. All right. Nice. So we've made some good progress here. We'll probably want
Yeah.
to center this bad boy and then reduce the space because there's a lot of space in between here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I bet we could probably even get start time and end time on the same row
Yeah.
if we wanted to.
So this is flex with space between. Is there a way to like squeeze them to the middle? There. Okay. Boom.
Yep. That was easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Nice.
Hmm.
And it is now 8 o'clock.
All right.
So
So next
next.
time, do you think we'll try to finish the dial, the time selector?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're pretty
Okay.
close.
Yeah, I think so too. Because we really just need to center the AM you said,
Mm-hmm.
and get it to loop around.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah, I think now that we change it to 24 hours
Uh-huh.
for the hours, I think it's more important to get it to loop
Yeah.
around.
Yep.
So yeah,
We might
okay,
have just shot ourselves in the foot. We'll see.
yep.
All right.
Yeah, well,
So next week, probably at the same time, I think.
yeah, I think so.
All right.
All right,
So
cool.
see y'all next time.
Yep.